Hello friends, today we are going to discuss something about tissues. In ninth standard, this is considered as the chapter which must be studied after cell, obviously, because if you look at the definition of tissues, it is a group of cells, Now, you know the properties of cells. How do they behave? What are the components of the cell? Now, in this particular topic, you have to study how do they behave in groups, and those groups are known as tissues. Now, I wonder what type of cells form groups. Obviously, like cells form groups. Here also, the group of cells should have cells which are similar in structure and similar in function. Now, when I say similar in structure and similar in function, that means the cells need not be same exactly in every dimension, or they may vary in some of their function minutely, but the broader function is same. So this forms our definition of tissues, group of cells which are similar in structure and perform similar function. Now, do all organisms have cells, tissues? Do all organisms have tissues? Obviously, this is a property of multicellular organisms only. So, obviously, in case of multicellular organism, we have two groups, plants and animals. These have tissues in them. Now, my next question is whether tissues present in plants and animals are same or different. Again, they are different. Now, why they are different? The fundamental difference between plant tissue and animal tissue is the definition only. In case of animal cells, we use the definition group of cells which are similar in structure and similar in function or performing similar function. But in case of plants, this definition is a bit modified, where group of cells which may or may not be similar in structure but they perform similar function. So here in case of plants, they may not be similar in structure. We will take one example when we will study plant tissues in greater details. Now, obviously, plants and animal tissues are different in nature. We will study them in great details one by one. So first, I am going to start with plant tissues and how plant tissues are classified. Plant tissues. In plants, there are two types of tissues generally formed. One is meristematic tissue and another one is permanent tissue. Now, what are meristematic tissues? Meristematic tissues are the tissues in which cells has only one function to perform, and that is to divide all the time. when a cell is dividing, suppose it's a one cell at time t equals to 0, when you look at this cell after some time, it will be forming two cells at t equals to 1. At another point, we will be seeing that these two cells leads to formation of four cells at time t equals to 2. So you see, in meristematic tissue, each cell gives rise to different types of cells, or you may say more number of cells, or the number of cells is increasing in meristematic tissue. So obviously meristematic tissue has only one function to perform, that is to increase the number of cells present in any plant. That means it is performing the growth function of a plant. Next thing, yes, if it is responsible for growth of plant, then where it is present. In plants, you can see two types of growth. One is along the length and another one is along the width. The growth along the length is known as the longitudinal growth. Longitudinal growth. And the growth in the girth of the plant is known as lateral growth. And for both, we have different types of meristematic tissue present in plants. For longitudinal growth, we have meristem present at the apex, or you may say at the top. So the meristematic tissue which is present at the apex or top are known as apical meristem, and they are present either at this or at this point of a plant. Apical meristem. Now, apical meristem only helps in longitudinal growth of a plant. That means along the length. Now, what are the positions? Apical meristems are present on the root apex, that means at the tip of the root, and the shoot apex, that means at the tip of the tree or at the tip of the shoot. Okay. Next point, the lateral. Now we have various meristematic tissue present at the sides of the plant. Suppose this is the stem of a plant, and these are the longitudes which I am showing by darkening. Now these meristematic cells which are present on the lateral side, they form the lateral meristem, and because of them there is this axis growth shown by plant. Example of lateral meristem is